Hey, what's up guys? My name is Ben Clark and I'm a quadriplegic personal trainer. Before you do anything in this workout, be sure to seek advice from a medical professional. Be sure to stay within your limits and make sure you're hydrated throughout the rest of the session. Without further ado, let's get on with that workout. In today's session, we are going to be doing a interval training workout with some wrist weights on. But if you don't have any wrist weights, don't worry, you can use some dumbbells or something alternative like 2 drinks balls filled up. As long as they're the same weight, you're going to be okay. So the idea of interval training is that we're doing a certain amount of time of exercising and a certain amount of time of rest, and we're repeating that over and over again to get a really great workout in. But before we do that, let's get started with a bit of a warm-up to make sure that we are properly ready to get started. Okay, so for the warm-up, it's a pretty simple one indeed. Just make sure you've got plenty of space so you're not going to hit anyone or anything. You don't want to start hitting your hands on that while you're doing this. Let's start with swinging our arm forwards, just like so. Great work. And as I say that, I'm already hitting my plant behind me. So be sure you got enough space, even if you've got long arms like me. Let's take that arm now and go backwards with it, just like so. Good work. The idea of this warm-up is just to get ourselves ready, basically. We don't want to go into a workout cold. We want to go in nice and warm because it increases our level of performance because we're ready for it, both physically and mentally. You know, you get in the zone a little bit more. And the other benefit is that it's reducing that risk of injury too. And the best way to do that is mobility exercises, just like so. We go backwards with this arm because it gets those joints nice and lubricated with all the fluid in there getting warmed up and getting more, better lubricated joint. Okay, let's touch opposite shoulder if you can. If you can't get all the way over, just get as far as you can. If that's here, that's fine. But see if you can to get as far over as you can. There's not a stretch though as such. You might find a little bit of a stretch in there, but it's more of just a movement. So here we're getting that shoulder joint moving a bit more. We're also getting the elbow joint moving. Our wrists are getting a bit of action in too, which is exactly what we want. Great stuff so far. Okay, let's do our shoulders here. We're going to go around in a circle, just like so. Good stuff. And then change direction. Anyway, I hope you've been enjoying the WheelPower workouts that I've been providing for you here on the YouTube channel or on the website. It's been an absolute pleasure to do it. Let's take our arms here and go out to the side, just like so, stretching the chest a little bit more. Yeah, and there's plenty more where this comes from too, so keep your eyes peeled. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. Good. Okay, let's take one arm here and go up with it. So a little bit more focus on the lats here. So not only are we warming up those joints, we're getting those muscles used to moving, getting them used to contracting, extending, and just moving through that range of motion. So they're warm as well. Just change arms here. Excellent work. Okay, give that a big shake out. Now I'm going to go and get my wrist weights on now. It's going to take me a little second, so I will pause the video and you'll see me on the other side with magically having wrist weights attached. Okay, so for this workout, what we got? We got the wrist weights on. And if you want to get these wrist weights, I can put a link in the chat down below for you guys, so you can go and grab your own like this. But whatever you've got, if that's dumbbells or drinks balls, just go with that. So this workout is 12 minutes long in total. It's 12 rounds of 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds rest. We're doing 3 different exercises 4 times. That makes up to the 12. Yeah, and the 45 seconds with the 15 seconds rest, it's a fair amount of work and not that much rest as well. And I've set up the second camera here, so you can see, as I like to call it, the pain camera, so you can see the expressions on my face a little bit closer up, so you can see the pain I'm going through and hopefully relate to it a little bit more. Without further ado though, I will click the go button on my timer here, and we've got just a 10-second countdown in 5 seconds. First one we're going to do is 45 seconds of punching forwards, just like so. Off we go. And I get a spasm straight away in my side. There we go. Off we go. Just my body getting used to having to move. That's it, just punching straight forwards to begin with. With these weights, that adds a little bit extra to it. And I'm just going to give you some tips as we go along. How to make this harder, how to make this easier, depending on your level of fitness, your level of ability. I will give you some tips as we're going along, so don't worry there with that. Got 10 more seconds. Good stuff. And rest in there. Only 15 seconds rest, okay? The next one we're doing is arms out to the side and circles, okay? Small circles. With these weights, that adds a little extra hardness. So if you did it without weights, ready, off we go. You can do about 10 in one direction and then switch and do 10 in the other direction. This is hard. So this is probably the trickiest exercise of it. Doesn't seem like much, but just these small circles is enough to fire up those shoulders, get them burning, and good stuff. Last 5. Rest in there. Okay, 15 seconds rest. Next one we're doing is straight arm up, all the way over your head, and then down. Same with the other arm, all the way up, and then down. So, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So, all the way up, all the way down. Good stuff. Now if you can, feel free to do double arm, but if you don't have any core function or lower back work, you may struggle with that a little bit, so don't worry too much with that. Getting all the way up overhead and back down. So try and keep the pace going. You want it to be fairly hard work. So this looks slow, but for this exercise actually it's quite quick. And rest in there. Okay, so that's 1 time through. We have got 4 more to go, okay? Now, say you've got to this point, you're thinking, oh, I can't hold these weights anymore. Feel free to take them off and just continue without them. 2, 1, off we go. So punching forwards. So yeah, feel free to, getting that spasm on the side. One second, I'm just going to do single arm while that's resting out there. And those who get spasms when they're working out, well, you'll fully understand that, for sure. That's it, good work. Excellent. My wheelchair is moving around a little bit. It's all part of the fun though. So if you want to make this harder, you can either pick up the pace and go a bit quicker, rest in there, or you can get some heavier weights. Is another way to do it. Okay, back to what I think personally is the hardest one of this, which is arms out to the side, and I'm going to give you a few tips of how to make this harder or easier. Okay, off we go. So if you want it really hard, you stick your arms right out to the edge with some weights on, and that one's tough doing that. But if you want to make it a little bit easier, you can bring your arms bent elbow a little bit, just keep that rotation going. And what that's doing is reducing the lever on it. So you have a slight bit. I normally have a little slight bend in my elbow there. Because these weights are 2 kilograms. I think they're over 2 or 2.5. I'm not completely sure. Because they've got no markings on. But maybe as we go through the set, you bring your elbows or your hands in a little bit more. So you can keep going all the way through the 45. 2, 1. Rest in there. Okay. Last exercise now. So yeah, and again, going fast on that one, not so much, but you can go further in or out, or you can have a heavier weight. 2, 1, off we go. So that's the thing with a 15 seconds rest. It comes quickly, way quicker than you ever want it to. So right the way overhead. If you can't get it all the way overhead, or you find the front raise particularly difficult, you can swap it. So maybe do the side raises instead, if that is a bit easier for your balance. Just some options there. So you can still get the workout in, but you just adapt it how you want. And that is exactly why my YouTube channel, not this one, another one, is called Adapt to Perform. Rest in there. As you see here, it says Adapt to Perform, or you can see it behind me there, Adapt to Perform. You can find me, I've got over 300 videos dedicated to fitness for wheelchair users, so you can come and check out some of my stuff too. But I'm still doing some stuff here for WheelPower. Anyway, off we go. So yeah, huge thank you for WheelPower for allowing me to show you guys how I work and all that good stuff. So props to those, and to Sport England as well. Excellent work, let's keep that going with the punches. 20 seconds left. So yeah, high intensity comes in many different forms, because it could be quick, it could be heavy, it could be a combination between the two, as long as the work is hard. So at the end of it, you're like, oh, that's tricky, short amount of rest, and you just go again, and you do rounds, rest in there. Okay. So that one is a little bit quicker. So that one's a bit more on the side of being quick. But yeah, this one is a bit more on the side of just being difficult. For 1, off we go. So again, feel free to like 10 in one direction and then change. Or if you feel like just one direction is better for you than the other, then just stay with that. I personally find it's more difficult for that change of direction to begin with. Come on, 10 seconds left. 5, 2, 1, rest in there. Excellent. Okay, we got the arm raises, and then we would have done 3 sets in total. Whew. Tough workout, hey? This rest is a killer, just comes around too quickly. 1, off we go. This is a really fantastic way of pushing your limits and being scalable too. So no matter what level of injury you are, well, most levels of injury, you'll be able to find something here to do within this kind of workout. Oh, and I'm sorry for all the breathing, all the heavy noises. It's pretty hard work. And rest in there. Good. One more set to go, everybody. Whew. Tough stuff. Not that we mind. It's all good fun. It's what we like here. Okay, ready to go punching forwards. Off we go. So this just shows this kind of workout. You don't need a long time to get a good workout in. You just need to be working hard within that time. So it's all scalable. So, for example, Usain Bolt running 100 meters, he needs to run flat out. But if Usain Bolt if he did a marathon, he wouldn't be running at the same pace he does 100 meters for. He'll have to pace it a bit more. But I'm sure he'll be able to do it in a way that he'll be able to complete the marathon, but he's still tired from doing it. And it counts for everything in between. It's scalable. So the effort scales with time, okay? rest in there. Oh boy, good stuff. Okay, awesome work. We've got our arms out to the side. My personal nemesis, this one. Ready, off we go. But it's important, even if an exercise is hard, not to shy away from it. We want to be making sure that we are pushing ourselves all the time. So if it's like all that exercise, you know, we don't just stick with our nice exercises that are easy to do. We push ourselves, and we do the ones that challenge us as well. Obviously with some exercises, limitations. I'm not going to be able to do squats anytime soon, so yeah, I'm not going to be doing that. But I can realistically do this. It's just difficult to do. And 2, 1, rest. Oh, I finished a little bit early there. It's a bit cheeky of me. Alright, arm raises now to finish ourselves off there. Sorry, my microphone just keeps popping out. 2, 1, off we go. Come on. Excellent work. Last 10, and then we are done. And rest in there. Okay, 15 seconds. My phone's just going to do a little noisy thing, but congratulations so far, guys. Excellent workout done. Once that's done, I'm going to do the intro, and yeah, I'll see you in a second. Alrighty then, that is it for today's session, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. It was quite a tricky one. Sometimes when we do these HIIT workouts in the past, I do like 30 seconds exercises, 30 seconds rest, but I always say that you can increase the intensity of the workout by doing more exercising and less rest, and that's exactly what I wanted to show you today. As I said, you can do this exercise, no weights whatsoever, wrist weights, dumbbells, whatever you've got lying around, as long as it's two things that are the same way. Even if you've got like one side paralyzed, you can do this one arm, for example, like one arm. So there's plenty of opportunities here to make it harder, more easier. You can make it way harder if you wanted to. Grab an extra weight. Say if I did that with 5 kilograms dumbbells, I'd be screwed. So great job everybody for doing that. Thank you very much for watching. Big thank you for WheelPower and Sport England for allowing me to do this. And yeah, I hope you've been enjoying the series so far. We've got another one coming up very soon indeed, so be sure to look out for that. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.